Yucky treats. Welcome back to my boudoir. It is yours, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry, Puppy Rooney, you can't have a kale cracker. He's like, I can have a kale cracker.
Probably a bunch of wood, yeah.
Uh-oh, it's got flaxseed in it.
The flaxseed sticks really wrong.
Hey, Jan, welcome back. How are you today? Happy American Soccer Day. I'm gonna pay for eating this cracker. Because I ate it without salsa on Super Bowl Sunday. Have you been? How's life treating you? Excuse you, Daddy.
That's the apple.
More room out than there is in. So, Jen, would you like to have an energy update card pulled for you today? I'm doing free live energy updates. One question, one card for one sub. If you're already subbed to the channel, like the live so that outer space will push my content into the YouTube algorithm and more people will show up organically just like you do. Yeah, it's a whole new live. All you got to do is like if you're already subscribed so that you can get a free question. I'm also doing paid general and paid in-depth readings tonight. And shopping. Well, window shopping. Not actually buying anything. Okay. 1 second. Do you want tarot cards or oracle cards? Hey, welcome back, Addison. How are you, honey? Okay, let's see what you need to know about that right now, Jen. So let me get the question straight. You want to know if your ex-husband came to see your son or just came inside your house, or I just want to be clear on the question. You're asking if your ex-husband came back home. Spirit, what does she need to know about that? So you got the 9 of Pentacles. This is very much saying that this person did come back into the vortex in regards to emotional and financial security, or may want to, even if they are your ex. There might be some conflict in regards to responsibility, but I feel like this person wants some kind of new story with you, where you leave the past in the past and start over in regards to being the best versions of yourself, for the family you created, etc., that kind of thing. I hope somehow that helps. Keep me updated. So Addison, I think I'm going to grow my hair out again, but I am currently looking for a protective style that I can keep it in all the time while it's growing back out and going through its healing phase. Because for a long time, because somebody put shade powder on my hair, it's been difficult to grow. Like, it just takes forever. But I found some different remedies I'm going to try while wearing my hair in a protective style. So it'll be fun to explore that whole universe of hair again. Because as much as I love the fantasy colors, I think I'm ready to tone down my fantasy colors a little bit. But I don't think that I want like super long hair. I'm not really looking for. I'm not sure I'm really looking to go back to princess hair right now, but definitely something that will be a protective style while my hair's growing back out and recovering from all the bleach. Really? I didn't know that you could use castor oil to help grow the hair. Now, maybe I did, but I might have forgotten it. So thank you for telling me, and I'll research that.
What kind of oil is that?
Castor oil?
If you told her to use it, it's good for time to get drunk before work.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with castor oil.
I saw in the movie. It's
Well, it's weird because it's like the front of my hair grows a lot quicker than the back of my hair. It's weird.
so the brains on the floor.
Well, it's interesting that in the spot where the shea powder was put into my hair is probably the hardest part to grow out. Which was this whole back area in here. So maybe that's why it's harder to grow the hair in the back. Hey, welcome back, Nisha Queen. I was going to tell you something I was thinking about when I went offline. That usually I feel like when it comes to Gemini men, that they can sometimes be very airhead, but you can count on them to trust that they'll come through and let you know how they really feel about things. They're pretty sensitive and can be pretty respectful about people's feelings in regards to life in general. I mean, these are my personal experiences with them, but they can be very airhead, but not as in their head as an Aquarius. Aquarius is very in their head, and they're air signs. That Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. It doesn't mean that they're all airheads, but they're very in their heads. In kind of a dreamy, kind of spacey way. Is it difficult for you to switch what you're telling yourself? Do you find it difficult to go, I just feel really excited that he decided to start paying attention to me. I was so much happier when he came into my life and acted like he did want to be with me. I mean, I was happy before, but now he's just being funny to make me laugh more every day. You see what I mean? Like, I know it might seem like unrealistic or like you're lying to yourself or something, but what feeling, mood, and thoughts that you persist with, you create them and they can change like that. Like a scary movie, like Freddy Krueger in the kids' dreams, like Nightmare on Elm Street. Those kids would not go to sleep because they knew they would go to sleep and that they would have a nightmare about him, and boom. When they learned to control their thoughts, they won and they beat Freddy Krueger. I know that that's a ridiculous example, but your negative Nancy is your Freddy Krueger. Okay? If you keep thinking about him with someone else, even if he's not with someone else, he's going to be with someone else. So if you've been really thinking that and putting that feeling and emotion into it for a while now, it probably is happened because you're creating it for him. See, we can create things for each other. That's why, once again, it's so important to put ourselves first and get stable in our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions so that we don't start manifesting a big fat ass block, for our girlfriend who might really want to be talking to this dude she likes, because we can sit around going, man, I always have bad relationships. I always have bad scenario. Every guy that ghosts me, they block me, or me. I hope that doesn't happen to her. Oh God, I'm so worried that's going to happen to her. And then you create it for her, or you create it for him. And then boom, here we are, sitting in our XPLR shirt on YouTube doing tarot card readings. So you're not happy. I know that you're not happy. And right now, I know it sounds really difficult to think about getting happy, but you have so much to be happy about. You really do. Because one thing that you have is your strength, your resilience. You have a baby on the way, which should be super. I mean, you should just be so excited. I mean, how exciting! I'd be over the moon. And I know that's different, but sometimes if we can't be happy or feel like we're unhappy because we're not getting what we want from someone, we just stay in that state. And it's so important to be happy with ourselves so that, when things like this happen, when people we are waiting, around for to hear from them or to see them again, doesn't feel like waiting. Because when you wait, what do? You drive yourself crazy and you put things on pause. Have you at all been able to stay in an excited state about the next time you see him, hear from him, talk to him, have interaction with him? I'm sorry you feel that way about kids. I hope one day you'll change the way you feel about it. Because honestly, when you stop to think about it, one day you're going to be 70 and you're going to be able to call those kids when you're alone because you planted seeds with them and they got your back because you're mama. And because you had their back and because you made their lives, you put their happiness first because their happiness was your happiness. You'll see, it'll get better. I promise. Yeah, but you're never really alone. I mean, yeah, of course you feel like you're alone, but that's why it's so important to count on yourself. Be happy with yourself. Try to get into those things that you're passionate about, or that your kids are passionate about. Learn about them to learn from them, because each one of them is different and unique and special unto themselves, just like all kids. I love kids. You can just bring them over here, drop them off. that's my biological clock going off. So I wonder if I change the title of this live to something else, something new, if it would be more successful than this one particularly was. Because the old one that I was using, which was, I don't know if you're still there, Addison, but I was using the old title and people just didn't find me organically once the algorithm for YouTube changed. So the algorithm has supposedly changed again since I created this title. So I'm wondering if I used one of the new ones I created today, if more people would find it organically. I have to test that theory in a little bit. It's only just been us for the last almost 30 minutes. So if I don't start seeing people coming in soon, I'm going to probably end the live and go make some dinner and then come back with a different title later. See how that works. Maybe if I put Super Bowl Live, tarot card readings, and energy updates. Predict the Super Bowl future. Hey Jen, how are you? Oh, I want to go to sleep. I'm sleepy. Thanks for reminding me. All right, honey, get some rest. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. It's good to see you. Hey, Janet, how are you? Is Ruth Fassey Rogers living? I don't know. Maybe you want to check findagrave.org or .com. So that would be considered a health question. I don't do health questions, Janet. I'm sorry. When I was shuffling on that earlier, Nisha, I was having a difficult time getting spirit to answer that question. And that is why I switched to, instead of asking if his mind was somewhere else, I asked if it was still on you. And I feel like in that Knight of Pentacles, what Spirit was trying to say is, yes, his mind is on you, okay, but he's also loyal to whatever it is that is going on in his life that's giving him emotional security, okay, and Spirit is telling you that you need to be focusing more on him feeling that way for you too, and not on these, is he interested in someone else's feelings kind of thing. You need to think about how loyal you are to the situation itself, how loyal you're feeling towards the situation and towards yourself in regards to serving yourself up with feelings and emotions that serve you in the way that you see the Mermaid and the Knight of Pentacles offering that emotional security. I think this person wants to offer it to you, but can you give it to yourself first so they can give it to you, so that anybody can give it to you? Yeah. So, Janet, we're doing free live energy updates, one question for one card for one sub. Plus, I'm doing paid general readings and paid in-depth readings as well. Would you like a tarot or an oracle card? You're welcome, Nisha. I'm glad that you asked so we could clarify that. So, Janet, let's see what you need to know right now about that. Sometimes I feel like Spirit doesn't want to answer certain questions in certain ways. So if you just see me sitting here shuffling, it's just because Spirit's like, there could be something Spirit doesn't want you to know. But there could be. I'm going to try. I'm going to see what comes through, Janet, for you. Maybe these are just the wrong cards. Spirit, what does Janet need to know right now about this person's feelings for them at the current moment? I feel like in this Two of Swords, this person might feel for you that they're at some kind of crossroad in their life with you, within regards to the situation within their life. They're juggling their own mental wealth in regards to the next step to take. And they'll probably make that step in regards to serving up their own feelings and emotions and mental wealth, because they're definitely at this crossroad here, and they're not really sure which way to go right now. I hope somehow that helps you, Janet. Please keep me updated. Thanks so much for subscribing and liking the channel. You're welcome, Janet. Hey, Jennifer, are you there? Okay, let's see what you need to know about that right now. I'm going to wait to see if you show up. Hey, there you are. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's see where we can go from here with that. I think that Spirit has a lot to say. Let's go ahead and see what you need to know about that right now. I'm going to mix my new cards, the Golden Girls cards, with my mermaids. I hope that's okay with you. And let's go ahead and get into that. So Arcana, I have a paid reading to do for the account that says Alan. So if you want to go ahead and wait a little bit for some information or come back in a little bit, just letting you know. I just want to ask real quick, Jennifer, can you hear me? Can you hear me well? Yeah, come back in about 10 minutes or so, Arcana. So I'm just going to go ahead and start shuffling, Jennifer. Oh, Spirit's eager. Okay. 9 of Wands. So what may have pulled you apart from each other, which is very interesting. That card jumped out of the deck because that's what I was thinking about. 9 of Wands is about responsibility, but it's also about respect. I feel like what Spirit needs you to know right now about what pulled you guys apart from each other is more of the responsibilities that are in this person's life. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And that they do respect you. At the end of the day, Spirit wants you to know that in this 9 of Wands, this person does respect you. Spirit, Jennifer wants to know what happened between this person and them. What pulled them apart from each other? What do they need to know? What do they need to know about this, Spirit? What can the Golden Girls tell us from beyond the grave? See, it's interesting in this 9 of Wands because, you know, you can see Sophia. She's standing on the lanai and she's looking out at all the hard work she's done in the garden and thinking about her responsibilities for the day and taking a step back to just look at the hard work she's done and just knows in her heart that the respect that her, you know, her vortex, the people in her vortex will, you know, they care about that. They care about that. They really do. But her responsibilities, you know, mattered more than what respect she would get or had at the end of the day. So I feel like it's really not about you is what's really important to understand right now in that 9 of Wands. It's like he didn't, you know, it wasn't because of anything you said or anything that you did specifically, other than it was just that person's responsibilities that became too overwhelming for them. 9 of Wands can be, you know, an overwhelming card that only turns into burdensome energy in the 10 of Wands, but that card 10 of Wands isn't showing up. So I'm interested to see what the next card is, because I feel like that will tell us a lot more about, you know, what has happened, what's been going on between you and that person, and answer some things that maybe you've been questioning. So Temperance. So yes. So you've got the Strength card, and then you've got Temperance, showing that, you know, once again, validating and confirming that this person has deeper feelings for you. You both have very deep feelings for each other. You both could quite possibly just be holding back because of responsibilities or circumstances or limiting beliefs. Temperance shows that this person wants something that's healing for you both, harmonious for you both, but they know that it's going to take patience and time, a little bit of time. But they're still holding back in this strength. It's still, despite the fact that the feelings for you are strong, they're holding back in the strength. Page of Wands. This Page of Wands energy is about being creative in the aspect of imagining what you want with this person. You know, you see Sophia out on the beach. You know, it might feel a little like a penny with a hole in it or something. Like, you know, well, she's 80. How much fun can she have on the beach? This old story. It's time to get creative and write a new story. Okay. Write it for him. Write it for you. Write it for you guys together. What happened is you got too much into the circumstances, got too much into the limiting beliefs, got too much into what didn't serve you. You got too much into what didn't serve you instead of what did. So you guys obviously didn't, I don't know, maybe you guys put yourselves on the naughty step too, for how you were feeling about each other. So it killed the creativity, it killed the energy, you know, where you start getting into the fun of what being in a relationship, being in a partnership, being in love, falling in love, all the joys of young love, whether you're 80, you know, or 15. Spirit, what else does Jennifer need to know? I'm going to have to start exploring with like some of the different third-party tools you can use to stream on YouTube with. That way you can see me shuffling the cards, but you can also see your cards. But of course, I'll show you all the cards when we get to all the messages and cards that we need to get to here, because this is a pretty in-depth 20-card reading. So we've got the Queen of Cups. Spirit, what else do we need to know about this Queen of Cups energy? The sensitive energy, the sun. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Give me one moment. Let me just spread out all these cards. Hey, Misha, I'm doing a live paid reading right now. Yes, Misha, I can help you. I'm just in the middle of a live paid reading, which takes precedence over the free energy update. So if you just want to wait a little bit, you could just leave your question down in the chat for me so that when I'm able to get to it, I can at least answer it for you. You can come back, watch the live, and get your answer. Or you could pay to get in line for the next reading. I'll probably be in this reading for another 5 to 10 minutes, probably another 10, more like 10 minutes or so. Thank you so much for your patience, Jennifer. Spirit really wants you to be walking on sunshine. But how can we get you there? Well, we've really got to get you into this Queen of Cups energy. We've really got to get you into this Queen of Pentacles energy. We've really got to get you back outside to have some fun. So I'll get to these cards very soon here to explain. Because the cards behind this Page of Wands, where we left off here, where it's like, you're like, what happened? Got you into the old story. Got too into the, I'm up too deep into the sensitive, too sensitive, not sensitive enough, maybe. Yeah, there's a line and it starts with Arcana. Arcana is the next person in line to get a free energy update. Unless somebody purchases one, then we'll do the paid live reading, which takes precedence over all free energy updates. I don't have a moderator right now, so pardon me, Jennifer, having to explain to these people just so that they know, so they don't feel a little bit lost. But it's almost like as if you and this person, not you so much, but well, maybe. I mean, ask yourself, how much were you enjoying the feelings that make you feel good about this situation? Were you more sensitive and more in the dwelling of the what you want and can't have, or that you feel you can't have? Or were you more sensitive into the, okay, I have to stay in my vortex of feeling well and being in the state I want to be in, and stay sensitive to serving up myself with feelings and emotions that serve me? Being this Queen of Pentacles, where I'm sensitive about myself first, where you're sensitive about yourself first, where you're sensitive about, putting yourself first and staying on your pedestal like she is. Because you have so much love to offer in this cup, Jennifer. So just so you know, this Queen of Cups is Rose Nyland, who is played by Betty White. Think about the energy that Betty White embodies. Think about the energy that Rose embodies. How sweet she is, how loving, how kind and silly. Okay, you are that Queen of Cups. Don't let anybody make you feel any different. Spirit wants you to be walking on sunshine about the way you feel about this person. Because if you're not walking on sunshine with someone that you're married to, someone you're in a partnership with, someone that you're dating, it's not worth it. And I'm not saying you have to be in that feeling all the time with somebody. But you know what? Just from personal experience, I'll tell you, it sure does feel good. All right? So let's see. Let's see what else we need to know, because we are at card number 11, and I'm going to get to those few more cards, but I want to shuffle a little bit more so I can kind of get an idea of what the future's holding in regards to the next line of cards. Yeah, I totally relate to that, Jennifer. I really do. Oh, I'm so jelly. You over there with the Icelandic vegan yogurt?
It's not me, it's just really. Where's the cookies to put cooking?
Cookies?
Yeah,
There's your crackers. Don't eat them all in one day, Dad. Don't eat them all in one day, Dad.
You got somebody on the line?
Yeah, I'm doing a paid reading for somebody. So, Spirit, once again, let's continue this love story about what happened between Jennifer and her person and what pulled them apart. Any advice, what she needs to be doing, what she needs to know about what's going on. What else can you share with us? So, what I find so interesting in the next row of cards, Jennifer, is you got a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles right next to each other. Sometimes I've been in several readings with my own mentor, who's like the only person that I will get tarot card readings from that are paid. She says that the Queen of Pentacles can represent a third party, but I feel like it can represent a wife, it can represent a girlfriend, it can represent an incoming third party, but it can also represent a family member. It can also represent a mother, a grandmother, a daughter. So sitting next to a King of Pentacles, though, I'm feeling like it's more not a third party energy. that is like a partner relationship type thing, but it could be a third party energy from a daughter, a sister, even a brother, a mother, a grandmother, that might have been the energy that came between you guys, because when it shows, it shows you here, this Queen of Cups, how happy you are about the way you feel about him. Here he is sitting in all his glory. He's got everything to offer you in this King of Pentacles. Okay, that emotional security, that financial security, okay, that comfort of being, successfully happy in all aspects of your life. He's got that to offer to you, that nurturing spiritual side of things. And then you've got, see how it's the three of you? This energy could have, or probably is, part of it, but this could also be your negative Nancy. This Queen of Pentacles could still be a reflection of you. I know, scary. Why? Because negative Nancy likes to creep in our heads, and it's still us. She likes to whisper things in our ears that we don't want to hear, and we don't want to feel, and we don't want to think about. And we'll just sit down and be like, okay, here, come in and tell me those bad things. With a cup of tea and a piece of birthday cake. So I don't know how that will resonate to you, but really think about it, because it will resonate to you. You will understand what I'm talking about. Well, what Spirit's talking about through me. Because the next card is Five of Wands, the Star, and the Chariot. Okay? And we're going to get into those in a minute. Remember what I said about you getting into what you're passionate about? You getting together or making new friends or doing something that competition, getting into competition. Like, what have you got to offer this person? What have you got to offer yourself? What have you got to offer others? Because the more you take action on that, the more he's going to show up. And the more you're going to be the star of your movie. And the more your chariot's going to go forward in the way that you want it, instead of those two states again that we've talked about before. Where, does he love me? Does he loves me? He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Look at Blanche. She's dressed up like a cowgirl and ready to ride. You got to be that queen on your pedestal. I'm not saying all the time. But even if you're down, you are the queen of your reality. You are the majestic ass queen with the magic wand. And you can create whatever you want with this star card. That's you. This card has come up so many times for you in the last couple readings. But it's time to think about having more fun. It's time to think about, what's out there in regards to, was it competition? Did you make him feel like there was competition? Did he make you feel like there was competition? Or maybe Spirit saying that what happened is there was not enough of this fun in your life, going out and bowling and hanging out with friends and having a good time. Or maybe it's just that in your vortex of things, in your, once again, in your vortex of things, competition can also be your responsibilities, like we talked about in this Nine of Wands. Well, I can't see her today because I have to work. So you're competing for his job and his hours and his time there. Oh, well, I couldn't call her today because, he couldn't call, or I couldn't call him. We couldn't get together because this competing all the time with this person or your responsibilities. I hope somehow that makes sense. So, we're going to just shuffle a little bit more because we've got some more cards to see what Spirit has more to say. That was card number 11, that Chariot. Okay, card number 11. It's so important for you to take hold now. Who is Jennifer going to be when she gets to the end of her? Is she going to be constantly floating in two states? No. She's going to ride him, cowgirl. Okay? You're the star of your show. Spirit, once again, tell us some more. Tell us some more about what we need to know. What else does Spirit need to know right now about what happened between her and her person and what pulled them apart from each other, and any advice on getting them back? I will, Misha. We're almost done with this paid reading, and we'll be back to give you some help on that very soon. Hi, Kristen. How are you today? I'm in the middle of a live paid reading. So it's free live energy updates today. One question, one card for one subscription. If you're already subbed to the channel, please like the live so that Outer Space will push out my content to the YouTube algorithm and more people can find help organically, just like you have today. I am doing paid general readings as well as in-depth personal readings. And you can check the description for all those details. And you could always just leave your question, whether you did a like or subscription or whatever, down in the chat. And I will get to you when I'm done with the live paid reading. You can always come back and watch. Because we're at 58 minutes into the live. And I've got about 10 more cards for our friend Jennifer here. Spirit, what else does Jennifer need to know? What else do we need to know? Any advice? Anything that's going on about what happened between them? What pulled them apart? Any advice on getting them back? Hey Jefferson, welcome to the channel. How are you? Please read the description if you're new here. There's a link to subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a free energy update, just know that there's a line, a waiting line, as I'm in a paid live reading, and that takes precedence over free energy updates. If you would like to get in line to be next, purchase a reading, 6 cards for $6. 10 cards for $10 general readings, and in-depth readings on almost any subject for $20. Spirit, once again, what does Jennifer need to know right now about what happened between her and her person? What pulled them apart? Any advice on getting them back together? Thank you so much, Jefferson. Please leave your questions down in the chat, whether you subscribed and liked, tarot oracle card, and I'll be happy to help you. Now, Jennifer, I can see that you have been working on your strict mental diet. The more I pull the cards, so this is very good. This is very good stuff. And very exciting stuff. I see a transformation between you both. From not just lovers, but as a family. You guys truly could be home to each other. I see you coming out of this limbo, from this vortex that you're in, and finding all that passion that you seek. So let's get started. Remember, we talked about the Chariot in your 2 states, okay? You've got the 7 of Wands here backing that energy up. This is about defending what you believe in, sticking up for what you believe in. You love this person, believe in it, okay? You want to be with this person, believe in it. Defend it with all your heart. You know, I've had people tell me 100 times, you can't be with your specific person. They're this, they're that, and you'll never, ever be that. You know, you're too fat, you're too poor, you're too ugly. I mean, it's really just bad. And this is not stuff I've said to myself. This is stuff people have actually said to me about it. But I will defend to the day I die the way I feel about this person, whether they're here or not. Because as within, so without. If you really want this person back, you can have it. What may have been one of the things that, you know, parted you both is maybe you both wanted to defend each other, but somewhere, somehow, you both went frosty on yourselves. And it was more important to not defend it. It was more important to defend negative Nancy's instead of defending what you truly believed in, sticking up for what you truly wanted, sticking up for what you truly believed in. And it was true to your heart, which is that you loved this person, and that's all that mattered. So the next card is the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. It's like you can see how the transformation went from, you know, everything being in order, everything being, you know, just the way you would want it to be, and then rides on out, cowboy. This Knight of Cups, this is really about proposals. This is really about, once again, creating. This person felt, well, I've got all my ducks in a row, but just something's just wrong. I'm going to head out and try something different. Maybe what I have to offer is not enough. Maybe what I have to offer, they started going frosty on themselves. They started going frosty on the love that you guys and the choices. No matter how much they wanted to walk through the Page of Pentacles and this opportunity that you guys had, you can have it again. Spirit showing you can transform it in this Death card so that he'll come riding back in this Knight of Swords. So he can have you there at home when he comes home, so that you can have this blessing of reward that you feel for each other. That it's okay to feel what you're feeling for each other is what Spirit's saying. So once again, everything was in order, and it can be all put back into place. There is an opportunity in this Knight of Cups. There's a proposal. Something may have happened in this proposal, though. There might have been some unbalance in it. There might have been, this person might, I don't know if this person's seduced by money. I don't know if this person's seduced by sex. I don't know if this person is seduced by even, you know, we're all seduced by food. So who knows? Maybe somebody made him a more badass lasagna than you did. It can sometimes come down to that. I know that sounds ridiculous. But whatever happened, I feel like this person was making loving choices for themselves. I think that something has shifted in this Pentacle and Death card that makes them want to come back in and give you that reward. Maybe it's the fact that you changed your mind in the order of things in this Emperor, so that you flipped it from being reversed, out of order, to being back to this again, leading to this Pentacles and this Cups and this Lovers and this Swords, this mental energy and this Knight of Swords, wanting to communicate again, which they always found reward in communicating with you, Jennifer. So we have a few more cards here. And I find this to be so beautiful because it's the Hanged Man reversed. When I first did a reading for you, I think it was about a week ago or so, the Hanged Man was one of the first cards I pulled for you. And I told you that you would have an epiphany soon, and come out of it. And you've got this Queen of Wands next to this reversed Hanged Man. As the world turns with this Wheel of Fortune, showing that you are this passion as within and without. You don't need all this extra baggage in this Hanged Man. You've got the love and the mental wealth and the emotional security and the passion to create whatever you want in your wheel of life, even if it's to fix things with this person too. Spirit saying, embody once again that Queen of Wands, that Queen of Passion, that Queen of Communication. Give them something to talk about in this this amazing Five of Wands. You ever heard that song, Let's Give Them Something to Talk About by Bonnie Raitt? Because you can have this. You can have this loving and harmonious and beautiful relationship with your person and not be cut off. All just based on what you're thinking and telling yourself. This person's not separate from you. If you're hurting, I bet you they're hurting about you. If you're sad, I bet they're sad about you. If you're happy about them, can you imagine? If you can get excited about the yummy things instead of the what happens. Has he been seeing someone else to forget you? Wow, a card dropped out of the deck as I asked. That's interesting. The Hanged Man reversed again, which would definitely say, yeah, he might be seeing someone else to forget about you. But how long have you been thinking that and telling yourself that and saying that to yourself to create it for them? Once again, I've talked about how I've experienced thinking about something, feeling something I didn't want to happen, or worrying about something, or worrying about a friend, and then, I manifested it for them. Oops. Got to get in control of your feelings and your thoughts so that you can stay stable as within, so without. So that you can, it's almost like, I know you've heard this before. I know you've heard of the whole glow up thing. But this is glowing up spiritually to be the best version of yourself, putting yourself first. Putting, what happened between you and your person and you behind you. That's the old story. What's the new story going to be now? What's the new story going to be? That's why Spirit's saying, that there were so many queens in your reading here. I feel like Spirit's saying, come on now, Jennifer, let's get it together. Because what you want is just right there under your nose. But you have to believe in it first. You have to know what you want. We know you don't want to feel down every day. We know that's not what you want. We know you don't want to be lost on this. So why think of him if it came out as a yes? Well, what do you mean? Why should it matter if he's in a third party or not? Don't you want to be with this person? Don't you realize that whether there's a third party or not, that they're your man? It's your man. He's your man. Why can't you give that to yourself? Why is the third party so important? Or more important than you? Or more important than him? Or more important than your timeline together? And what you want? See, my friend was over here the other day who's a moderator. I'm not going to say her name. And we were talking about a scenario and a situation that she was just in with a longtime friend. And, I was like, well, this is great. I'm so happy for you that you guys made a connection and everything. I really hope that things get worked out. Well, he's taken. What? So, You guys can do the freaky deaky, but he's taken. Like, at the end of the day, what is she telling herself? She's basically telling herself that this person she has a really great connection with, that she communicates well with, that she feels safe with, that she's known for a long time, that she has great sex with, that she feels happy about being around. She can't be with him because he's in an unhappy relationship where he's engaged to a woman who doesn't give a fudge about his satisfaction and his happiness and his, she only cares about herself and how good she looks on her social media. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, doesn't matter if he's seeing someone else. It doesn't matter. You can change it. But the more that you sit around worrying about things that you don't want to happen, you just create them. So more than likely, at the end of the day, you have created this yourself within your love story because you've given too much energy to somebody else that you don't even know exists, or someone that you do exist, that you do know exists. I'm not saying it's all your fault, but you can have this 10 of Cups with him. But are you willing to do the work? And you can also have this 10 of Cups with anyone you choose, whether it's a celebrity or not. Okay? So just have faith, Jennifer. Think about what you want. Don't think about what you don't want, please. That's the main homework that you've got to do, that Spirit says they want you to do this weekend, this week, during Valentine's Day. Loving thoughts for yourself, loving thoughts for others, loving thoughts for him. Okay? Loving thoughts about you both if he floats your boat. If he doesn't make you want to rip your panties off, run. Okay? I know that sounds rude, but I sometimes have to express what I mean by if he floats your boat or if they float your boat, and get real serious about it, because sometimes people get stuck in this pattern. They get stuck in this energy where what they want just makes them feel bad. If something's making you feel bad, don't go there. Please. So really think about what you want and keep me updated, okay? Because I'm here for you. And if you do meet someone that makes you want to rip your panties off, I'd love to do a reading for you about them too. Now, just make sure that you understand it's okay to get down. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel bad about what's going on between you and this person that you love. I'm here for you, and you're not alone. And just remember to get back on that magician high horse. You are this magic one. You are the beautiful creator of your love story, Jennifer, and nobody else, because it's your reality and nobody else's. Okay? I am just here at your service in your reality. I have no control in your reality, okay? Who's next? Oh, you're so welcome, Jennifer. I wish I could give you a hug. So I'm sending you a big virtual Greek Cypriot hug right now from Atlanta. Big ATLian hug. Okay, so Arcana. Your next Arcana. Arcana, if you're there, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're not, well, I'm looking for your question. Doing free live energy updates. Welcome to the channel. I don't have a moderator right now, so things are pretty slow. I was just in a live paid reading, so live paid readings take precedence over free energy updates. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because you get one free energy update for one question, one card, one subscription. If you're already subscribed, please like the live. There's a link right there to subscribe. Keep your questions limited because I don't want the chat to get too spammy. I want to be able to get everybody covered. And please follow the rules in regards to no health, legal, financial, pregnancy, exam pass, or interview success questions. If it comes up in your reading, I'll tell you if you're going to get pregnant or if you are. Okay, you want to send me a picture? I can just look at you and tell if you're pregnant. But please, no pregnancy questions unless it comes up through the cards. Please let me know if you need a positive energy exchange. Excuse you, Daddy. Guess there's more room than out than there is in. Please make sure this is live before making a payment, as I'm doing paid general readings and in-depth readings today. I do tarot readings to help you manifest your goals, your desires. You need a roadmap? Let me know. I've got it here somewhere. A roadmap to your heart's desires. Misha, are you there? Misha. Welcome back, Arcana. Oracle cards? Okay, great. What's your question again? Arcana? I think I know what your question is, Arcana. Message for you today from Shrivas Rao. I hope I'm saying their name correctly. Spirit, what does Arcana need to know about that right now? What does Arcana need to know about that right now? Break the cycle. Maybe Spirit's wanting you to know that it's time for you to reach out yourself. It's like they're waiting for you to reach out. Break the silent cycle. Ooh, I want one of those so bad. Who's next? Misha? Is it Misha that's next? Let's see. Rennie, are you still there? So Rennie Lee, I don't know if you're still there, but I'll go ahead and see what Spirit needs you to know right now about Chris coming to you within the next few months. So Misha, what's going on with you, babe? Rennie Lee, if you're still there, Six of Pentacles, this person's really looking forward to spending some time with you. Give it a couple months if you want, but you could have it today. Just by imagining it. Just thinking about the fun that you're going to have and staying in that fun energy. See how Blanche is walking down the street with her presents and her gifts. What presents and gifts do you have to offer? And what presents and gifts do you want to receive in the Six of Pentacles? Going over loving memories or creating them for yourself. Misha, Stormy, I'm really stressed out. I can't even sleep. Can I have some clarity, please, about something? I've been cheated 4 times in 8 years of my journey. I'm so scared to trust anyone new. Please give me clarity. I can't sleep. Kristen, are you still there? Jefferson, are you still there? Sparkling, are you still there? Okay. Anyone still there? Jefferson? Misha, I got to know my past person, Zahir. and the new one, both are coming. I'll have options. Who would be the best option? Give me clarity, please. I'm stressed out too much. Misha, Spirit, what does Misha need to know about the clarity on which one she should pick? Which one should she pick, Spirit? Who would be the best option? Okay, are you, once again, Six of Cups. Which one floats your boat the most? Which one makes you feel like the goddess queen that you are? Which one makes you want to rip your clothes off because you're so excited and overwhelmed with excitement and all of young love's joy? I hope somehow that helps, Misha. Go to bed tonight as if you have exactly what you want. Who's next? Stop thinking about people cheating on you right now. I'm going to put you on the naughty step twice. Jefferson, what's your question, dear? Can I kind of find some love? Let's see what Spirit needs you to know right now about that, Jefferson. Golden Girls from Beyond the Grave. What can you tell Jennifer? I mean, not Jennifer. I mean Jefferson. Jefferson Santos. What does Jefferson Santos need to know about finding someone new in love? Oh. So you've gotten the Tower. What are you telling yourself? Are you keeping yourself locked in? Are you getting too in your head about when it's going to happen? Let the universe surprise you. Okay? Go ahead and order yourself a ladder from Amazon instead of waiting for someone to show up. Go out there and find them. They're right there. Okay? They're right there, and they're going to make you feel so good about yourself and have fun with it. Okay? I hope somehow that helps, Jefferson. Please keep me updated. Misha, keep me updated too. You didn't get what, sweetheart? You didn't get what, Misha? I feel like your question really is a very deep question, Misha. And what I'm saying is that in the Six of Cups, I feel like Spirit's saying the one that makes you, feel peace, makes you feel just right. I mean, Spirit can decide, but Spirit's already decided for you because you've already decided yourself. But maybe consciously you haven't really understood or seek the answer because your subconscious is holding it prisoner. Yeah, and if you're scared to trust, you've got to tell people that so that they can work with you on that and show you that they're the best version of themselves. I've noticed that living my own life by not trusting myself got me into more trouble than not trusting others. So marinate on that and really think about what you want. So I'm going to be closing payment soon and closing down free energy updates because I am going to go make some dinner and go to dinner and have dinner. So if you need a general reading, $6, 6 cards, $10, 10 cards, in-depth reading, 20 cards, $20. You can email me for personal in-depth reading, which is 40 cards, $40. You get a special little video that you can watch privately right here on my channel. If you are already subscribed, please like the video so that this content will get pushed out into the YouTube algorithm. I also have a contest going on. You can leave a comment below the video. I'll be doing a little hat raffle on March 1st. So if nobody new comes in the chat within the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and close down payments and close down the chat. Sparkling Star, are you still there? Kristen, are you still there? Nisha, you asked how are things in the music business? I don't know. I'm not there. Wish I was. Instead of here. Okay, so just going to say for now that payments are closed. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the chat for a little while. I might come back later. I'm not sure. But thank you guys so much for your likes, your subscriptions, your shares, your chat, your time. I'm so grateful. You're so welcome, Misha. I think there was one person up here that left a question. Is it Sparkle Star? Sparkling Star 1111. I want to know why AK is on my mind. Spirit, what does Sparkling Star 1111 need to know about that right now? Or Spark 111 Sparkling Star 111. So this person's on your mind because they may want to make a proposal to you. They may want to do something fun with you. They might want to give you an opportunity to show them what you're made of. Okay, so it's now an hour and a half in. I'm going to go ahead and shut the chat down, and payments are closed. I may be back later. I don't know. But for now, thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody. Ciao.